Ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
On first down, Lance. It returns it right back to Samuel.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here's Lance to throw it. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. The 20. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
But Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick 6.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
So we're at halftime here on Christmas Eve, as we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports.
Ayuk to return it from his end zone.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle. Lance and Kittle in sync for the 49er first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
On play action, Lance. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Throwing now is Lance.
It's caught. Beckham. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so...
And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. His third rushing touchdown on the year, his 5th overall. And the 49ers are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fielded right around the 8. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead. It's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
They'll run it again with Penny. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 98 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Penny up the middle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. A handoff to Penny. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Mills from the gun on 3rd down. And that's complete to Cooks. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Play action now, Mills. Now Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by Byron Murphy. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
Here's a give to Penny. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now Rashad Penny. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
3rd and long for Mills. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Lance looking to throw it.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this offense on third down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10.
Here's Lance. That's another one complete to Mitchell.
They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe, because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
Desperation time here. Lance.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Running left, it's Penny. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down.
Mills now.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the Niners are right back in this football game.
That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Lance now on 1st down.
Over the middle, complete. It's Mitchell. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance.
Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Christian Harris there finding his way home to record the sack.
You've been around me a long time now. You know on second and inches, I love it when teams are aggressive and take a shot, but we just saw the downside to being that aggressive, didn't we?
Now you've given up on a pretty likely first down if they had run the football, and they need to come up with something here on third.
Lance now on first down.
Flushed out right. Over the middle, the catch made by Mitchell. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
On second down, here's Mitchell. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top.
Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose.
And the Texans scoop it. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Throwing, Mills.
He gets it to Cooks. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Here's a give up the middle. It's Gordon. And down inside the 15 he goes. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
113 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans.
Brian Robinson Jr.
with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Texans are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage.
McManus's point after is good, and that pushes the lead up to 23. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Off of play action, here's Lance.
Steps away. They find some open field here. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Throwing on first down is Lance.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. To try again after the sack.
Lance.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Mitchell. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Throwing is Lance on third down.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Here we go. 32.
And they'll go for it. Lance.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this Texans defense stands tall. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
What a performance. All those points put on the board. And, Charles, it wasn't just by the offense. The defense put some points on the board as well. They were solid today.
Yeah, it was a complete effort to secure the win, and both sides of the ball made big plays. But how demoralizing is it when the opposing defense can take one all the way back against you? And that was the case here. That really sparked them to victory.
So for the Texans,
their hopes of finishing above 500 stay alive as they move to 7-8 now on the year. And they will get another road test next week as they head to Vegas to take on the Raiders.
Meanwhile, for San Francisco,
this loss really hurts their playoff chances as they drop to 7-8 with 2 games left.
And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas Cowboys. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.